Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor. In this video, I'm going to be going over the thesis for a potential gaming bull run in the crypto market. There are hints out there, and recently there has been some major signs pointing to a gaming season. I'll be explaining that in this video, as well as going over 5 gaming coins that I'm bullish on, looking to capitalize on. Let's get into the video. So crypto gaming has been a major narrative in this market since 2021, when we had a crazy blow off top in the gaming sector after Facebook changed their name to Meta. In 2023, there was a gaming pump, and gaming tokens have done absolutely nothing since late 2023, early 2024. It's been well over a year and a half, 2 years, that gaming coins have been underperforming. And at this point in time, many people are giving up hope on the gaming thesis, on gaming tokens, right? People are essentially looking to only focus on AI, real world asset coins, DeFi memes, things like that. And they're completely leaving gaming out of the picture at this moment in time. This is exactly, typically, when we see it come back to life. When everyone says it's dead, that's usually when the revival does happen. And right now, everyone is saying gaming is dead. So let's get into why there's hints out there for a potential major gaming bull run in the crypto market. First of all, gaming right now has an overall market cap of $12.7 billion. Remember that Axie Infinity hit $10 billion itself at its peak in 2021. The overall gaming sector is $12.7 billion right now, according to CoinGecko. It's pretty tiny, especially compared to where it's been in the past. Now, looking at a lot of these gaming coins, Immutable X, and then there's other ones like Beam as well as Ronin over here. These are gaming infrastructure networks. We're going to be focusing on actual gaming coins in this video. Now, one thing to note is we can look at the sector performance using Velo data. And here we can go back 2 weeks time from late May. And gaming is over here in this purple line. And as you can see, compared to memes are actually the worst performing sector over the past 2 weeks. Gaming is the second to worst, and then AI is right next to gaming, as well as layer 2s. DeFi as well as layer 1s are performing the best right now. And the reason DeFi is performing the best is because Ethereum is finally breaking out. And with Ethereum finally breaking out, all of the DeFi protocols and projects built as Ethereum or built on top of Ethereum are directly benefiting from Ethereum's pump. Okay, so DeFi right now is a very hot sector, but we're focused on gaming here. Okay, in the past, gaming was way down at the bottom, right? It was underperforming everything. Now, as you can see, it's no longer at the bottom, and it's kind of on par with the other major narratives, such as AI, memes, and real-world assets. I'm pretty sure it's outperforming real-world assets as well. So this is a bit of relative strength compared to what we've seen. However, it's still very, very early. Now, what's the major hint that I mentioned? Well, the major hint is the fact that a company traded on the NASDAQ called Sharplink Gaming announced a $425 million private placement to initiate an Ethereum treasury strategy. Very similar to what Michael Saylor is doing with MicroStrategy to buy Bitcoin. Sharplink Gaming, some random gaming company. Sharplink continues its online performance-based marketing company serving the U.S. sports betting and global iGaming industries, okay? Also, upon the closing of the private placement, Sharplink will adopt an Ethereum treasury strategy, and also Joseph Lubin, the founder and CEO of Consensus and the co-founder of Ethereum, will become a chairman of the board of directors of the company effective upon the closing of the private placement. This was just around 2 weeks ago at the end of May. So some random gaming company, Sharplink Gaming, is going to be buying hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars of Ethereum out of the blue, out of nowhere. And like I said, right, Ethereum just closed above its previous swing high. It looks good to push up to 3,250. It's important to understand $2,800 is major resistance, but once this level is cleared, it's really clear skies until this next daily supply zone at 3,250 and then ideally new all-time highs. But with Ethereum going up and with Sharplink Gaming now on the scene, they plan to buy billions of Ethereum. It's a hint, in my opinion. Why a gaming company that no one's ever heard of, Sharplink, right? I'm not ignoring this hint essentially. And also with this, Joseph Lubin here on X. So this account, Shibholder, some random meme coin account, it looks like they made a coin on Ethereum called Sharplink Gaming, and they essentially shielded it at a really, really low market cap. And look at the chart. It went from like 5 million to 12 million, and he's going crazy. By the way, this account has 483K followers. As you can see here, Joseph Lubin actually responded to this tweet by Shibholder. And he said, this SBET token is a pure scam. It has nothing to do with Sharplink Gaming. SBET is the ticker. The real SBET is currently a stock on the NASDAQ. If you buy into this, you are being set up for a rug pull slaughter. Okay, so this is what the co-founder of Ethereum has to say about the meme coin created around Sharplink Gaming. So before anyone asks in the comment section, this is what the co-founder of Ethereum has to say about it. So it's a gamble. It's probably going to result in some type of rug. And if you buy into it, I would be really, really careful. And you're probably going to lose, okay? So we're not going to be talking about the Sharplink Gaming meme coin on Ethereum. We're going to be talking about actual gaming projects. So let's get into them. But remember the major hint, guys. Sharplink Gaming here. Ethereum. $425 million raise. Probably going to end up raising billions over time. This is a really big hint. And there's other hints out there that are smaller, but for this video, this is the main thing to focus on. And we'll come back to this in a few months, and we'll see if the thesis did play out correctly. But in my opinion, this is screaming for a gaming run out there in the market. So let's get into a few of these gaming coins. Coin number one is going to be the OG gaming coin that put everything on the map, the big dog, Axie Infinity. You might think, hey, isn't this coin dead? Isn't this thing never going to come back to life? You have to understand the market, the crypto market is driven by narratives. And if the whales want to push a certain narrative, they'll push it, okay? And Axie Infinity has a lot of levels it left from the last bull market, way higher up in price, that have a chance of getting filled here, decent chance of getting filled in my opinion. So anyways, like I mentioned earlier, the peak of Axie Infinity was $10 billion at the 2021 bull market top in November. All right, as you can see, it did reach over 10 billion. This put the token price at an all-time high of $164.90. The current token price is $2.63, okay? So it is currently down 98.4% from that all-time high over 3 years ago. Now, Axie Infinity, it is a card game, right? It is an NFT card game, and this thing got put on the map because in developing countries such as the Philippines, people were playing this game on a daily basis, and they were earning enough to have a daily income and live a comfortable life. So it became extremely popular, where people were just playing this game to essentially make money to live, okay? This really put crypto gaming on the map, and it became huge. So anyways, if you're not familiar with Axie Infinity, like I said, you can go to their website. If you want to play, you can play if you want to, but it's like a turning card game, and you can earn real money by playing it. Okay, so Axie, the big dog in the gaming scene, in my opinion. Let's get into the price chart. So here's the Axie Infinity chart on the weekly time frame, all right? This is the peak in 2021, all the way up here at $166 on the Binance exchange. And here we are now. One thing to note, that in the 2022 bear market, this thing actually bottomed out at around $6, $5.84, right? The low was $4 exactly. This was the 2022 bear market. In 2023, before altcoins pumped in late 2023, this thing bottomed out again at $4, okay? In the bear market for altcoins in 2024, when Bitcoin went sideways for 8 months straight and altcoins got destroyed, Axie Infinity held the $4 level the entire time. Here we are in 2025, and this thing completely filled all these levels lower from the start of the run in February of 2021. Okay, it finally came into this level, and it just touched it all the way down here at $2. So the point I'm making is that Axie is down 50% from the bear market lows in 2022, 2023, and 2024. It was $4. It hit $2, okay? This thing is so oversold. It is so down. It is so low, and nobody wants to touch this thing for the most part, okay? And unless people see the vision and see the thesis here that I'm sharing in this video, all right? Now, it didn't fully hit its level over here, just below $2. However, I don't think it will at this point in time. If it does, that's a very obvious buy, okay? Anywhere in this green zone that starts from $2.16 down to $1.40, this is a very, very strong higher time frame weekly demand zone. And there's a more refined level from $1.82 to up to $2. It never got hit It just got filled here in April. And at this point in time, it does look like a double bottom is in play here. All right. And again, if we come into the green zone again, clear buy, it screams buy. But I'm not sure we're going to get that. So instead, I'm actually looking for price to continue upwards from here. Locally, right, in case anybody is wondering what a buy zone would be, the Monday mid-range at around $2.57, and then there's a daily demand zone at $2.40 to $2.45 here. Okay, these are your local levels. Now, price potential. Look, like I said, there's some really large unfilled gaps. The yearly open is at $6.28, which is like 150% from the current price, 130%. I believe this will get hit. I think it will likely make a run at least up here to $10, which is almost a 4x in price from the current market price. Now, with that, the daily 200 EMA is up here at $16. And then we get into some interesting stuff. So on the 1 month here, I'm going to refine this, okay? So on the 1 month, there's a major fair value gap from $40 to $34. There's all kinds of fair value gaps on the 1 month. There's another one from $26 up here to $24. All types of stuff, okay? Now, my best case scenario is going to be up here. Best case scenario will be up here. And this is a level, as we can see on the weekly. And the price all the way up here is $45. Yeah, $45. You heard that correctly. Could it hit this? If the stars perfectly align. Okay, this is the best possible scenario. It's a 16x in price. Remember, the current market cap is $425 million. So that would put it not even at the peak of the previous cycle's market cap if it were to reach, that $40 level. I think this is possible. And with Ethereum and gaming now becoming something that more and more people are going to talk about and discover, Axie is the OG gaming token. So I wouldn't fade it, and I'm looking for a push. I definitely wouldn't hold everything up here. I would be selling on the way up higher, but I think there's money to be made on Axie Infinity. Let's go ahead and move on now to coin number 2 of the video. It's going to be another crypto game that is like a card game, but it's different from Axie Infinity, and it's a newer project. This one is Echelon Prime, ticker Prime. It's currently trading at $3.10, and the market cap is $190 million. Okay, remember, market cap of Axie is $425 million. In this video, I'm not really going to focus on really small gaming coins. That will be another video. But I just want to get the main picks that I see doing well across here in this vid. So anyways, looking at this, the all-time high is $28. Look, I previously bought this in 2023 before this run up at $3 and ran up to 28. It's back at $3. Okay, right back to where it started essentially. Like I said, Echelon Prime, it's a game, and Parallel TCG is the actual name of the card game. Echelon Prime Foundation is the company that made the Parallel TCG game. Okay, they're also developing AI gaming as well. It's a big project. It was listed on Coinbase from release. As you can see in the markets, Coinbase does have a lot of the volume. Okay, it's been listed on Coinbase from day one essentially. So Prime, thesis hasn't changed from 2023. I think it will do well in a gaming run just like it has in the past. Okay, and quite similar to Axie, came all the way down here, and it filled this level on the weekly, as you can see. This was a weekly fair value gap as well that was left behind, and this one got filled over here on Prime, and it also hit my line at $2.18 as the exact bottom. Okay, this was the previous resistance from the original accumulation from back in 2023. Completely filled the gap. Back to square one. Another double bottom in play. This one looks bottomed out to me. Okay, so I definitely think it can make another run back up, and I would be looking, of course, to not hold it all the way to new all-time highs, or not hold the entire position, I should say. But there is the chance it will push to a new high, potentially, okay? But, there's some big daily levels over here, such as this supply zone from 22 to 24, right? These could be considered major profit targets. There's more supply over here. This, in my opinion, is another supply area. From $16 up to $18. We're currently at $3, right? So long story short, we're looking for X's on Echelon Prime. And if we get a gaming season, I think this one will do really well. Okay, Let's go ahead and move on now to another coin. So we're going to do Nakamoto Games here, another major kind of gaming studio, very popular gaming coin that I see doing really well if gaming kicks off. It was one of the better gaming tokens in 2023 and 2024. Whales really pushed this thing up really high, and they may do it again. Current market cap, $25.8 million. Okay, if you don't know Naka, it's like a Telegram-based gaming platform, and they're a studio, so they have many, many different games out there. They've been building nonstop. They're active on socials. They never left, and it's a bullish gaming project. Current price is 39.8 cents. The all-time high is $6.71. Let's go look at the Naka chart. Another one that completely filled all the lower levels. As you can see here on the weekly time frame, this one actually didn't fill all of them. But anyways, on the weekly over here, basically you had this fair value gap, and it filled it. Okay, as you can see, it completely filled it, and it also came into these order block levels left behind. Previous supply, price shot up, left it behind, got filled. It's exactly what you want to see. Okay, so Naka has spent a lot of time in this weekly fair value gap. It's currently still in it right now at the very top of it, but I would be looking for a inverse head and shoulders to play out here. I think this is all accumulation, the bottom before it starts to break out higher again. Okay, yearly open is all the way up here at $1. Current price is 40 cents. Daily supply is up here at $1.50, and another daily supply level is going to be up here at around $2.60 up to $3. Okay, remember the all-time high is $6.71. On this chart, it's $8 with the wick. I think it's possible it does make a run up, potentially test these highs or close to it. And even if it goes to $5, that's a 12x from the current price, 12.5x. I think there's money to be had here. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. We're going to talk about a smaller cap, only small cap of the video. And it's a newer gaming coin released in 2024. So if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know my thesis around new coins. But anyways, this one is called Pixel. All right, Pixel's ticker symbol Pixel. Currently trading at 4.8 cents with a $36.7 million market cap. All right, so another small cap like Naka. And this one is on Ethereum, okay? And like I said, this one did release in 2024. The all-time high, $1.02. All-time low just happened at the bottom in April at 1.8 cents, and the current price is 4.8 cents. Okay, so Pixel NFT gaming coin, as you can see. Take a quick look at the website. It's this type of pixelated look, and it's a pretty simple thing, but simplicity can work for sure. All right, and like I said, this one is newer. Let's look at the chart here. Here's Pixel on the weekly time frame. So it launched in February of 2024. It launched in very bullish market conditions, right? This is when we had altcoin season before, or at the time, just before the Bitcoin halving. And then, as you can see, it has come all the way down, and it's basically bottomed out, in my opinion. I think it has bottomed out. So here on the weekly, you can see the accumulation lake that has formed, and price has successfully broken out of it. Bottom hit on April 7th. That's when all the totals hit their key levels. Remember, Bitcoin never did, but the totals did, marking this bottom on April 7th. Okay, so we have a breakout. We also have a weekly close above this previous swing high, which is important in my opinion. And now, as you can see, we're essentially pulling back to retest weekly demand, and we can also lower the time frames, and we can see that there was a lot of levels that were left behind over here that did actually get filled, right, as we can see just here. So this thing is looking very bullish. Okay, see this daily fair value gap and the levels left behind just got filled, and it's pushing up now. So good chance the bottom is indeed in. Dips are for buying, right? If I'm wrong and it dips, I think it's a buy. But long story short, in terms of price targets, your daily 200 EMA is at 9 cents. So that's a 2x from the current price, or a 100% gain. And you also have daily supply up here. This is like 10 cents. And then the yearly open is another target up here. Yearly open, another daily supply zone. And this is at 15 cents, okay? So these are initial targets, and for sure it may go on some crazy run if the whales really decide to push this thing. But still, I think it's undervalued down here, and I can see it doing quite well. Okay, let's go ahead and move on now to our last coin of the video. The last coin is going to be Pengu. All right, the Pudgy Penguin's new coin. Yeah, it's not really like a gaming coin, more like an NFT thing, but I think it's a good trade, okay? Like, it's not going to give you a 20x or 100x, okay? It's already a $719 million market cap. It's very high market cap, the highest market cap coin we're mentioning in this video. But if we're going to get a gaming NFT type of run, Pengu is going to run. And it's as simple as that. Okay, so the chart is looking quite strong. Another one that bottomed out over here on around April 7th. The exact bottom was April 9th. But, you know, right at the time where the whole entire market bottomed. And it went on a very strong impulsive move into this weekly and daily supply area. It has since pulled back, swept these lows. As we can see, swept these lows. And now it's looking to go ahead and push higher. All right. So if we do see a pullback, I would be looking locally at these levels right around the Monday mid-range, which is right at 1 cent. Okay. And in terms of potential price targets, right, we should be looking up here at the yearly open at 3.3 cents. So this is a 3x to this price at a very large market cap coin that's very liquid. You can go in with size if you want. Look, this video isn't financial advice. I'm just sharing with you the gaming thesis, but these are 5 gaming coins I can see doing really well. If you guys want me to make a video more focused on lower cap gaming coins that may deliver crazy returns like 10x, 20x, 50x, 100x, drop a comment down below if you want to see a video like that, and we can certainly make it happen. And if you did enjoy this video, be sure to smash that like button right now. So in this video, we shared the updated gaming thesis for 2025. Sharplink Gaming, buying up hundreds of millions of dollars of ETH. The writing is on the wall, in my opinion. It is the contrarian trade right now. Most people have given up on gaming. But in my opinion, that is the perfect recipe to bring it back to life. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you agree with my gaming thesis? Do you disagree? Let me know your reasoning in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. If you are not subscribed to Crypto Empire, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I'll see you in the next video.